First, watch Kurt Suzuki take not one, but two foul balls off of sensitive areas. First, his ankle, most definitely leaving that interaction with a bone bruise. Then his family jewels, adding a third ball to his bag temporarily. Crazy enough, he stayed in this game. Here's Tim Anderson not only being drilled by a line drive off of the bat of Melky Cabrera, but then being called out because of it too. Talk about adding insult to injury. To make matters worse, he probably would have scored on that as well. How about an umpire getting drilled instead? That was the unfortunate fate of both Jerry Lane and Jurickson Profar when he lined a ball up the middle that was destined to tie the game up in the 7th before it instead collided with the ump, making it a dead ball and keeping the Padres down by a run. This time, a player was inches short of a walk-off home run, 2 days in a row. Yeah, Chris Young of the A's first hit this ball down the left field line that went just, and I do mean just, foul. No celebration there. Then, the next night, he crushed this ball high and deep to left, only to be robbed of a walk-off dinger by Alex Presley. You can just see the pain in his face. But that terrible feeling probably paled in comparison to getting hit 3 times in a row while rounding the bases, as Stephen Piscotty did here. Once on a HBP, then on a throw to second, and then finally on a throw home. Even the Cubs applauded him after he ended up departing the contest. Now, let's do a quick run through of what I like to call unlucky pickoffs. First, here's Jung Ho Kang getting drilled by a Wellington Castillo throw right in the elbow. That's at least better than the spot Adam Duvall was hit in on this quick pick versus the Giants. That must have been one of the worst surprises of his career. And lastly, let's look at the time both Jose Peraza and CJ Cron were hit in the face on one throw, with it first striking Peraza before bouncing off the ground and nailing Cron. You know what else is unlucky? How about 2 different players tripping over their own bats on the way to first? Thank goodness both ended up being okay, with Francisco Lindor first taking the tumble, then Justin Turner following him. D. Gordon had no bat to blame for this fall, a misstep that resulted in him easily getting thrown out on a play he perhaps had a chance to beat. The fact that it was a bunt makes it worse to me, because he was literally anticipating having to hustle and still found himself doing a face plant. But perhaps no misstep was as tragic as Jose Altuve's as he rounded second, on his way to third with a triple and a cycle versus the Royals. That little slip prevented history. But if you're an Astros hater, you probably are more so snickering right now than mourning Altuve's iconic bumble. Finally, for our last play, watch Mike Zunino throw out Akil Baddoo on what might have been the most unlucky play of the entire vid, considering this ricochet off the cup not only served to shake up Akil, but it also directly caused him to be out. If it would have been anywhere else but that exact spot, he would have been safe, but instead he got a nut tap and a CS tallied to his season's total.